Are we being recorded? Okay. Little Rascals. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
They have the He-Man Woman Haters Club. This is the password to get in? Yeah.
I don't think that's the password to get in.
Okay. All right. If anybody is my age, maybe you watched it when you were a kid, but whatever.
Nobody watched it. How do you not know I Love Lucy, but you know Little Rascals?
I Love Lucy was in black and white.
So was Little Rascals.
It was not.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yes, it was.
Guys.
Ben.
He's going to lose this. Google that shit. He's going to lose this right now.
Little Rascals. The television
For
show.
a fact, it is not in black and white. Oh, is that the television show? I'm talking about the movie. So we're talking about two different things.
Little Rascals, was it a television show, Ben?
It was a television show, but then in 1994 they made it a movie.
She's talking about the movie. Wait, what? If you mentioned to any sane person Little Rascals, they would say it's a television show, not a movie.
I'm with Chad on this. I thought it was she was referencing the TV show.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Ben.
BS.
Thank you, Ben. Yeah,
anyways.
Jesus, gosh. I can't. I don't know what.
I'll trade you a pickle for a nickel. All right. You get me again. Happy Friday. So excited to be here today. And today I want to talk about something we talked about on one of our team huddle calls this week. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we have internal Cannonball huddle calls, and they're great. Sometimes, Chad, Brooke, some of us are all over the country. And so it gives us 15 minutes to huddle up, connect, share some wins, share topics, have conversation, collaboration with one another. And one of the things we talked about this week were standards. Standards help us create consistency. In new home sales, having standards helps us create this consistency. And so it's not just us hoping for an outcome, right? As Chad always says, as we always say, divorce the outcome, fall in love with the behaviors. So the consistency in the behaviors that we hold ourselves accountable to is what's important to level up, to get more sales, to move the deals forward. 1, you can't outsell a lack of discipline. Discipline in our habits and our behaviors, logging our notes for our CRM, our next steps, our appointments, how we prospect, how we handle leads. All of these things are discipline in our sales process. Discipline creates momentum. Momentum sells homes. Manufacture momentum and continue to create consistency as a standard you hold. 2, accountability is an act of self-respect. Holding yourself accountable shouldn't be a punishment. It's honoring your true potential and what you're capable of. So if you set these standards, you create accountability. I'm never leaving a lead uncontacted, or every day before I leave my model, I'm contacting every prospect that has come into my CRM system or has walked in the door. Whatever it is, that accountability that you set for yourself helps you stay the path of your true potential. All right, another one, something we say here all the time. You get what you tolerate. Well, what you tolerate becomes your culture, even if your culture is with yourself. So let's think about this for a second. Let's say you tolerate showing up late to your model home. You tolerate a messy model home. You tolerate not setting a next step. All of these things that you're tolerating take away from the bar that you should be setting higher for yourself to achieve more, to be more successful, to create more sales, to manufacture that momentum. All of these things are domino effects. Standards, accountability, what you would tolerate, all of them align with one another. And then the last things I'll say to you is that winners self-correct. What does that mean? High performers don't wait for their leader or for somebody to point out what they missed out on that day or missed opportunity or where they fell short. They reflect on a regular basis. Sit there and ask yourself today, all right, where did I fall short today? What could I do differently tomorrow to fix or to make up for these missed opportunities? What I want you to think about this week is, what is one non-negotiable standard that you're setting for yourself? And how are you holding yourself accountable to that standard? Think about, maybe some of the things that you are tolerating right now or standards that you could change. If you listened to our video last week, we talked about the Aleppo tree, the Aleppo pine. Chad had a wonderful article that went deeper on this too this week. And, we talked about there's parts of our sales process or parts of our behaviors that we have to burn down to be able to become successful and to grow outside of what we've always been used to, right? Change is scary, change is hard, change is difficult. But if you can take a step back and ask yourself this question this week, what is a standard? What is a non-negotiable standard that you're going to set for yourself this week? I'd love to hear about it. Email me, drop it in the comments on YouTube, whatever you want to do so we can collaborate, have this conversation. Would love to hear from you. Happy Friday. Hope you all have an amazing weekend.